Western Sydney was one of the hardest hit areas during the state's most recent COVID outbreak. Businesses and residents endured some of the strictest restrictions seen across Australia since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, Australian cricket legend Michael Clarke has partnered with a Western Sydney distillery, Australian boutique spirits. In a time where small business is in freefall, Clarke believes it's more important now than ever to support the Australian economy and local products. And he joins me live now. Michael Clarke, thanks so much for your time. Good to see you. What's your...
Thank you.
Why do you want to support this company? And is it the local angle that you're really interested in?
Yeah, well, I think it's a combination. I think it's a company that I align with. I've never really drunk much beer, to be honest. I've always been a spirits drinker. And I grew up in Liverpool, which, again, is one of those areas that has really struggled in the past couple of years. You know, small business across the western suburbs has taken a huge hit. And I guess this gives me the opportunity to not only invest back into the western suburbs, but spend some more time out there as well. I've been out to the distillery. I've seen what the guys are doing there. I believe in the product. So, yeah, the alignment's one that I'm really comfortable with. And again, you know, everything in moderation. I've always cared about living a healthy, active lifestyle, but I've also enjoyed having a drink with my friends and family. And I think, like every parent, when you're homeschooling Monday to Friday, you look forward to that Friday afternoon beverage.
Yes, I think we've all become spirit drinkers during homeschooling and lockdown, absolutely. Now, you say you grew up in Liverpool. This is a Western Sydney business. It's been a bit of a tale of two cities during this pandemic. Western Sydney really feeling it?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Look, I think the country is, to be honest. Certain areas more so, but I think in general, you know, if it hasn't affected you personally, it's affected someone close to you. And, for me, I've tried to be able to help as much as I can. And like I say, I think Western Sydney have been hit as hard as anyone in the country. So the opportunity for all of us, I think, to get behind local business and community right now is very important. And that's in a number of ways. That's not just in small business. I think just community spirit, sport plays a big part with that as well. I think, you know, whatever we can do to be trying to help each other right now, certainly in New South Wales, I think we need that.
Very well said, indeed. And what will you do to help the Australian cricket team in the upcoming Ashes series? Will you be plying Ben Stokes with some gin, do you think?
Geez, on one hand, I'm like, I wish Stokesy wasn't coming, but as a fan of the game, it's so exciting. It's exactly what Test cricket needs. I think that rivalry, Australia versus England, is super special, and I never want to see that change. And to have the likes of Ben Stokes now on that aeroplane will be great for the fans. And I think the Australian team will want that as well. They'll want to beat England at their best. And now, again, I hate to say it, but one player can change the outcome of a test series, but this guy is that good. I think now we are in for a real challenge. I still think the Aussies are favourites. I still think the Aussies will bounce back after what happened last summer. But we're in for a challenge now with Stokesy, a part of that England team.
Yeah, so dare I say, can he win it for England?
No, he can't. Not this time. He did. He virtually did in England. It saved them, that's for sure. An unbelievable 100 there when the game was gone. So he's certainly good enough to create some havoc. But like I say, I'm backing the Aussies. I just think with what happened last summer, we didn't perform as well as we'd like, and we're very good in our own backyard. I think we'll learn a lot from that. And I think you'll see this Australian team come out and play some really good hard-fought cricket this summer against England.
How do you see the Aussie squad at the moment? There are a few concerns around Tim Payne and his throat surgery recovery.
Yeah, well, I think there's a number of players. I think Will Pucovski has had another concussion. I think that's his 10th concussion. So to me, he was pretty much a lock-in with David Warner at the top of the order. So there's an opportunity there if he doesn't pull up fit for somebody else. Tim Payne, the captain, obviously having throat surgery, but I think Payne will be okay. Davey Warner's not in great nick, so hopefully he can make some runs in the 2020 World Cup. And then just our quick bowlers, you know, coming off 2020 cricket and then going into a test match is very difficult. So, you know, there's a lot of question marks, but again, we're talking about senior players, a lot of experience, a lot of class. And like I say, I feel like the people around the Cricket Australia set up right now, even though they're over in the UAE playing in a World Cup, a lot of them will have one eye on this test series against England.
Look, I've got to confess, I know more about gambling than I do about cricket. So what is your tip? How easily does Australia do it?
I'm going to say the Aussies will win. And you know what? I hope it's 3-2. I hope it's really tight. As long as Australia win, I'm happy. But I don't think it's going to be a pushover now with Ben Stokes being a part of that squad.
All right, nice one. Well, those are questions on cricket supplied by Fox Sports and Jim Callanan, because not my strong point, and Jim supplied by you, Michael Clarke. I appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.